And hi, my name's Sven. I'm a Cub Master in Bellingham, Washington, and this is my daughter.
Hi, my name is Allie, and I'm a bear cub.
Allie, do you know what consequences are?
Yeah, it usually means that you're in trouble.
Yeah, that's usually what it means, but not always. So let's watch a quick video about consequences, both good and bad consequences. Have you ever heard someone say, if you don't start behaving, there will be consequences? If you've heard this before, maybe you wondered, what are consequences anyway? Why do we have to have them? The basic idea of consequences is that they are a result of an action you have taken. So you do something, and something happens because of that action. For example, someone kicks a ball and it goes flying. The ball would not have gone in the air if it hadn't been kicked. There can be good and bad consequences. It's important to know the difference and what kind of actions lead to each. Like, if you return a lost dog, their owner might give you a big thank you and maybe even a reward. The action you took was good, returning the lost dog, and so were the consequences, a thank you and a reward. Now, let's say that you didn't do some schoolwork and you got a bad grade. Then your parents take your electronics. The action you took or didn't take was to not do your schoolwork. The consequence was to get a bad grade and have your electronics taken away. Here, the action and its consequences were both bad. Most of the time, when you hear adults talking about consequences, it's not good. It's usually meaning that you've done something that they didn't like, and they want to give you a negative consequence so that you'll learn to not do it again. Like, if you always have a mess around the house, you might have the negative consequence of not being able to do fun things until you clean it up. You may feel like negative consequences are not fair, and if they're extreme, they might not be. But most of the time, consequences are given to help you learn to be better. A good tool to help you figure out if something is good or bad is the Scout Law. That's one of the reasons you're in Scouts, is to help you learn to make good choices that hopefully lead to good consequences. Well, Allie, did you learn anything about consequences?
Yeah. It's kind of like when you're going on a path and you end up at a fork. And then you can either go left or right. But you'll get somewhere. But it might not be where you wanted to get.
Yeah. So, can you think of some examples of things that you can do in your life that would result in good consequences?
Helping around the house is always a good idea. Like when Brother and I unload the dishwasher. And surface projects like when brothers rake and clean up at the park. But it doesn't have to be all work. Having fun with my family and playing games have good consequences too.
Yeah, that's right, Allie. Well, do you want to go and play a game?
Yeah!
All right, let's go play.